So when I was doing this series of poems, which ended up taking about a decade, they were like thought experiments where I tried to live inside as much as I could what it is like to have different problems in communication. And as most of you know, the kind of aphasia that you have depends on what part of the real estate of your brain has been damaged. So there are a number of different kinds of aphasia. And I ended up feeling, not as a scientist, but as a poet, I wanted to pursue this not in terms of scientific experimentation, but lyric experimentation. I wanted to talk in words about words and about identity, because I felt that was closer to the bone. And in the end, I felt that isolation, as Roberta said, is so key to the experience of someone with aphasia, and also the key to healing, but maybe the biggest challenge. And so the kind of aphasia that I felt was the most isolating is a kind called Wernicke's aphasia, where a person can speak fluently, but can't understand anything, can't understand what somebody else is saying to them, and can't really even hear what they're saying, so they can't correct themselves, and so they don't get that they're not making sense to somebody else. So nothing can come in, and nothing that makes sense can go out. And that felt to me like living in the most solitary of bubbles. So this, and this figure comes back and forth in this book, and I call her Solitaire. So this is called Solitaire at the Aphasia Cafe. Her grandson comes on Sundays wearing jeans below his crack. "Yo, Grandma, you the one?" he asks and tries to grab her deck. She plays along, even answers back, "The one." The only time she seems to understand a word is when he comes. But then he sits around with music earphones in. She talks a streak and plays her hand again.